Does fat make you fat? One of the most controversial and misunderstood macros. Fat has been the scapegoat for all of our health problems since the 1960s. But if we really want sustainable health and weight, we have to shift the way we've been thinking for decades and start including the right amounts, and the right amounts of fat. Keep watching if you'd like to learn more. Hello everyone and welcome to 5 Pillars Health, the channel where we show you the best ways to get healthy and stay healthy through the 5 pillars of sleep, hydration, nutrition, movement, and sunlight. You're probably wondering, well, if fat isn't making us fat, then what exactly is? It's sugar, in excess amounts and in highly processed forms. Scientific studies have proven that when eaten on its own, fat isn't what causes weight gain. Take the very popular keto diet, for example. The keto diet requires that you consume between 70 and 80% of your total daily calories from fat. That can be anywhere from 90 to 200 grams of fat per day, and people on those diets drop pounds within a matter of weeks. So what is it about sugar instead of fat that is causing all these issues? Sugar and carbs, in the form of ultra-refined and highly processed, are the two bad guys we should try to avoid if we want to steer clear of obesity and other weight and health-related issues. The wrong types of carbs, and in excess amounts, are converted to sugar in the body, and can cause as much havoc in the same way eating spoonfuls of sugar would. Think commercially sweetened breakfast cereals, candy bars, cakes, pastries, and sweets. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, obesity rates have risen from 30.5% in 2000 to 41.9% in 2020. The statistics for metabolically healthy individuals in the United States sits as low as 12%. So what has gone so wrong in our modern society that these stats look worse and worse as each year passes? The clue lies in the word modern. Modern food and agricultural practices praise quick profit over overall health. Shelf stability, cheap mass production, and taste are prized. With the rise in modern food production in the 1950s, tons of scientific studies were done to find how much ultra-processed sugar would light up a part of the human brain in the same way drugs do. Once that ratio was found, the formula was put into mass production, so the obesity epidemic soon followed. Recent studies conducted at Harvard show that the food industry manipulated nutritional science back in the 50s and 60s in order to benefit financially. It was more profitable to market cereal instead of eggs, as it was cheaper to make and more shelf stable. The worst offenders in the sugar family are high fructose corn syrup, highly refined cane sugar, and artificial sweeteners. Natural sugars like those found in fruit and coconut sugar, or even organic maple syrup, are safe to consume in the right amounts, but we'll look into that in another video. So what does this have to do with fat? During the last 50 years, where obesity and diabetes have reached unprecedented numbers, we switched a big part of our diets from fat to carbohydrates. It all started with a guy called Ancel Keys, who theorized that fat raised blood levels and cholesterol. Although his theory was somewhat correct, there was no discrepancy between the types of fat and the types of carbohydrates, which both play a huge role in every aspect of our health. Mark Hyman, author of Eat Fat, Get Thin, argues that Ancel Keys' theory was poor in the realm of scientific accuracy, and that we need to eat fat in order to lose fat for brain health and overall health. When you eat fat, it shuts off the hunger switch in our brains, speeds up our metabolism, and helps us burn fat. More modern studies prove that sugar is in fact mostly linked to heart disease, and that it is a certain type of cholesterol, in combination with high triglycerides, the sugar particles in your blood, that cause all sorts of health problems. If you're enjoying this video, please tap the like button. It helps us out a huge amount. This doesn't mean that we now have free rein to eat as much fat and fatty foods as we want. The combination of high amounts of sugar and fat together are what drive weight gain and inflammation, as well as the specific types of sugar and fats. The fats you should be avoiding are trans fats, like seed oils and margarines. The food industry in the 1960s also unfairly demonized saturated fats and praised trans fats as better because they were also cheaper to produce and lasted longer. All in all, the wrong types of fats were marketed as safe, and we have to change the way we've been taught to view fat if we want to reverse the damage we're doing to our modern health. Saturated fat actually supports heart health. Stick to olive oils, fish oil like salmon or mackerel, avocados and nuts and seeds in their raw form in smaller amounts because they start to oxidize when harvested. Pure grass-fed butter, as well as other animal fats, are also safe to consume, as long as they're well-sourced, organic, and grass-fed. Commercial animals and their fat are loaded with toxins because of their poor diets, and their toxins are concentrated especially in their fat cells. Properly raised animals and their fat are high in stearic acid, which is great for fat loss, brain health, and inflammation reduction. Not to mention, butter is high in K2, which is necessary for vitamin D absorption, but also high in butyrate, an acid that helps our bodies break down dietary fiber in the large intestine and plays an important role in improving our digestive health, supporting our immune system, reducing inflammation, and preventing disease. Other healthy sources of fat also include full-fat organic coconut milk for those who are dairy sensitive. Make sure to get a brand that is purely coconut without any dyes or chemical fillers. Because coconut milk is in high demand, many places mass produce it and use artificial dyes to give it the signature white color. Pure organic coconut milk that is organically grown will have a natural white color to it without the need for dyes. Again, also try and steer away from any gums that could be found in coconut milk if you have a sensitive stomach. Besides the health benefits of including the right types in your diet, fat helps with feelings of fullness or satiety. This means that we won't be constantly tempted to snack all day, or snack on sugary treats, because our brain has enough fat and nutrition to fuel it for the day's demands. How do you enjoy incorporating fat into your diet? And if you don't, how are you planning on incorporating it moving forward? We'd like to know in the comments. Think this could help someone you know? Please share it with them. Subscribe for more ways to get healthy and stay healthy.